For the past 18 months, we've been writing The Sunday Scholar, and that's our weekly newsletter. It's all about lessons in leadership, and it's been an absolute blast. It's a bright and breezy read, and it's something to look forward to, something to be expected, that comes out every Sunday morning. Almost. But I think now's the time to do something different, to take it up a notch and turn it into a podcast. Welcome to this Behind the Scenes with me, Bob Buckley. And yep, we're turning The Sunday Scholar into a weekly podcast. So it's very much bringing to life what lies in your inbox through to the airwaves. So you can download it whenever you like or listen to it wherever you like. So I thought I'd share a few thoughts and insights on a bit of the rationale and some of the props we're using to help produce the podcast. The big idea behind bringing the Sunday Scholar to life as a podcast is people learn differently, and what may work for one person, reading a newsletter in their inbox, actually might be difficult for somebody else. And if you're like me, then something a bit more visual or audio is actually better than reading it off the printed page or from your screen. So that's kind of the main reason why we're doing it. The other one is with videos and podcast, they're a lot more kind of evergreen in terms of the content. So that enables other people to access those insights, those ideas, long after we've actually sent it out on that Sunday. So kind of a couple of reasons why we're doing it. It's also good fun to do, and we've got the equipment, and why not? So just a few props that we're using. You'll note that I'm using this particular microphone, and that's a Rode Procaster. It's got the anti-vibration kind of setup. It's got a boom arm here, which you can kind of hear me kind of talking until it's back to my mouth. So that's the boom arm. That makes it easy for getting it out of the way from the computer. It's also different from the mic that we use from our video tutorials, which is this mic. So I'm now switched, and I'm now talking through this particular microphone here, which is a Rode boom mic. And that one is great for kind of putting at distances, and we can typically place it behind the video screen, and that works really well for picking up sound in a directional capacity. But when we're doing podcasts, then personally, I prefer to use this one here because you can actually get closer to it, and it's a bit more personal in terms of getting the message out there. Move that one out of the way. So that's the microphone. The second prop that we use when doing podcasts, and certainly when we're doing host on mic podcasts, is the pillow. So here's my John Lewis pillow and pillow cover. And this one really helps muffle the sound. So if you're familiar with egg boxes and how egg boxes can help kind of protect sound, then this will do the same thing by placing this behind the microphone. That really helps with sound quality. For those audio files, you'll really kind of notice the difference. For a lot of people, it's you probably won't hear the difference. Also, kind of depending on what headphones or speakers you're listening to podcasts on. So that's the pillow, and then we've got the microphone. The third thing that we use, and the prop, is really for editing, and that's a set of headphones. Now, we could use the speakers from the computer, but if we really want to clean up the tracks and add a real kind of crispness and remove any excess noise, any hissing, popping, explosives, we can use a good set of headphones, plug them in, and that makes such a difference from when you're, certainly when you're editing tracks. So we've got the microphone, the pillow, and the headphones. That said, and once you've got that, it's actually quite a doddle now, and we've been doing podcasts for almost 3 years since we started off with the print journal, doing the interviews and turning it into a podcast. And it's good fun. We've got all the equipment, so why not? If you're interested, very soon you'll be able to download The Sunday Scholar from iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, and all the rest. It'll be called The Sunday Scholar. What else? And it'll go into your inbox every Sunday morning, the same time as the newsletter drops as well. So you'll have a choice, either newsletter in your inbox or the podcast. And we'll see how it goes. The other podcast, the big interviews, that's called the 12 Scholars podcast. So you've got that as a separate feed. So we'll actually have 2 feeds, the Sunday Scholar podcast and 12 Scholars podcast. So that's kind of all I want to kind of share today. Bit of news, bit of exciting news. I'm really excited. If you have a click around the website, you'll find the first 3 or 4 episodes already recorded. And there, on there, you can listen to it via the website. But very soon, you'll be able to have them downloaded directly to your phone. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you liked it, do give us a thumbs up. That makes a big difference. Certainly to my nephews and friends' children who keep on checking on the likes and how many views we've had. Until next time, we'll see you then.